Hello everyone. So I'm going to do a real quick video here to show you some basics on negotiating in Guild Battlegrounds for Forge of Empires. And so I'm just going to jump right into it here. We're going to start. We have 5 resources to offer, 5 people to offer it to. So we're going to start by offering 1 resource to each person. And this allows us to weed out anything that may not be used. So this is actually a really good outcome for the first offer. We've got 3 correct, 1 incorrect. Here's what we want to do though now. Now we need to figure out what else belongs in here. We know that dried herbs go in this one, but if I put dried herbs in there immediately, I may not have a chance to figure out what all else I need. So I'm actually going to put coins and salt in here first. My salt is correct, so now I know that this one here takes dried herbs. There's no question about it. Pay and negotiate, and we have a successful negotiation. Now they don't all go that easy. Let's see if we can do this again and see if we come up with something a little more difficult. Again, we're going to put 1 of each resource. We're going to offer to each person. This one we have no correct, we have 2 incorrect. So what we want to do here is now we're down to 3 options, and basically it doesn't really matter what we put where. I do try to use the ones that I have most of twice in an instance like this. So I have more salt than anything else, and I have more rope than glass, so I'm going to put salt in twice and rope in twice. Hit pay and negotiate. We now have 3 correct, 1 incorrect. We only have 1 turn left. This one here has to be glass because it's the only place that the wrong person glass can go to. And this one here has to be salt because we have eliminated all other possibilities for that one. So we again have a successful negotiation. We're going to try another one here. Now this is a pretty simple negotiation because so far everyone I'm coming up with is just 5 different goods. You can get 6 at the level that I'm working on here, and I was kind of hoping to come up with one of those, but if not, we'll continue working this way. So on this one again, we have 3 that are wrong person. They belong somewhere, but not to the ones that I tried giving them to, and 2 that are incorrect. So we're going to do the same thing again. We're going to go through here and we're going to put down the 3 things that we know we have in different slots, and then I have more gold than anything else, so I'm going to put it there. Honey and copper I have the same amount of, so I'm just going to stick copper there. Use copper and gold twice. I hit pay and negotiate, and we have 3 correct, 1 incorrect. Again, since there's only 1 place that the gold can go, it has to go there, and this one here has to be honey. And so we have another successful negotiation. And it just doesn't want to give me a 6 one, but we're going to go through this again because they're not all successful all the time. Now this one we got 1 correct, 2 incorrect. That's a very good outcome. But here is something that I wanted to show you. So on the 1 correct, we now do not know whether we need that one anywhere else or not. And this is a mistake. One of the reasons I decided to do this video is I've seen a lot of videos where the people making the video make this mistake. They'll take and put the dried herbs, which we don't know if we need anywhere else or not, they'll put it in one of these slots that show incorrect. The problem with that is if you do not need it again, then you have 2 incorrects and you have no way of knowing what you need next. So we know that we need brick somewhere and we need salt somewhere. So I'm going to make sure and put brick and salt in the 2 incorrect ones. Now we know we need the dried herbs somewhere. And I've got lots of salt, so I'm going to move salt over here and have it in twice. I'm going to put the dried herbs here. And let's see what we've got. We've got it correct, and we've got 3 wrong persons. But this here becomes really easy because now we know that we have to have salt here because it's already in the 2 other spots as a wrong person. The dried herbs has to go on the end because it can't go where it already was, and that means this one has to be brick, and we have another successful negotiation. Let's try this again. Now we're down to 4 goods offered to 5 people. What I do here is put 3 of the goods, and then I've got lots and lots of coins, so I'm going to stick coins here on the end, which they ended up being incorrect. So that could be a bit of a problem. Now we're running into a bit of an issue though, because I told you not to put one of those that pulled up correct in the incorrect column because it would give us no information about it. But if we don't do that, we're going to end up with glass in 2 columns here and not know whether to put rope or the dried herbs in the other one. So I'm actually going to put glass in one of these. I'm going to put dried herbs in the other one. It really doesn't matter whether I did that or rope. And we're going to put rope here. And the rope is incorrect. And the dried herbs and the glass are the wrong person. However, that means that this one has to be dried herbs. It's the only option in the first spot. And we know that we have to flip the glass and the dried herbs around here, and it'll be successful again. And I don't know how many goods I have here, if I can keep going or not. Looks like I can do another one for sure. I was kind of hoping to come up with an unsuccessful one sometime, but it's great if I don't, but I'd like to just do that to show you. So again here, I want to make sure and not put the granite here in the one that was incorrect, because if I don't need the granite again, that wouldn't tell me anything. So I'm going to put the granite here under one that was just a wrong person, and then I need gold and alabaster yet to finish this out. And we know that now that we need all 4 of those. They just need to be in different positions, and this is one where there isn't any way to know for sure where these need to go. It just becomes a guessing game at this point. So we're gonna put granite there. Let's put alabaster here, and we'll put gold clear on the end. And we'll put supplies in this one, and let's see what we've got. And nope, I got 2 of them left. 2 of them are wrong. It gives me a chance to use diamonds, but I do not like using diamonds. I get enough of these correct that I will sometimes use diamonds if I'm trying to take a province that I want really bad and I'm low on goods. I will sometimes use diamonds, but for the most part, I will not use diamonds. So that kind of shows you the strategy that I use. It's a pretty simple strategy. Get as much information up front as you can by putting in 5, the 5 options that you have. If you all of a sudden came up with 6 options, which I think I'd have to move closer to the center to do, if you all of a sudden came up with the option of 6 goods, you would still put 5 different ones in the first offer, and then you would just make sure and throw that 6th good somewhere into one that said wrong person on the second offer that you put in. But those are much harder to get right, but that's just a quick video showing the strategy that I use for negotiations on Guild Battlegrounds.